Hi, welcome to the Hoop Scoop. I'm Carly Wright. Today, in this video, we will recap day 2 of the Sweet 16 round. On day 2, we were treated to a lot of competitive games. Let's jump right in. The first game on the docket was Iowa versus Colorado. This is the first game I can confidently say Iowa came out playing the type of basketball that can match up with any team left in the tournament. Caitlin came out looking to drive the ball to the basket, and more importantly, to get her teammates involved early. She accomplished both of these. Caitlin served up dish after dish, spectacular passes to all of her starters. And for Caitlin's reward, all of the starters logged double-digit points. Henner had herself another double-double game of 10 rebounds and 11 points. Kate, aka the Glue, was 1 rebound shy of a double-double, having 9 rebounds and 14 points. Sydney contributed 15 points and Gabby contributed 14. But the difference maker in this game was a relaxed Caitlin Clark, letting the game come to her and finding those lanes for spectacular passes to her team. Clark ended the night with 15 assists, 6 rebounds, and 29 points. Those 15 assists were huge, and the main reason why they were able to put Colorado away early for a win of 89-68. Colorado, for its reward of getting back to the Sweet 16, which they did last year and facing none other than Iowa, was rewarded with a rematch. Colorado get beat by double-digit points this time around. Better luck next time, or maybe I should say another opponent next time. In wrapping up, as Iowa move on to the Elite Eight, they should look to bring the same style of basketball. I see them matching up with any team in the Elite Eight. Moving on to the next game, where we see LSU take on UCLA. I have to be honest. I can't say that I've seen LSU bring their best game yet in this tournament. And this game was much of the same. UCLA came out competitive, matching LSU. The first quarter, they were knotted up 15-15. On to the second quarter, LSU got a little breathing room, outscoring UCLA 19-12 to take a 7-point lead into halftime. Coming out of halftime, UCLA on a 7-point lead themselves, winning that quarter 21-14. On to the fourth quarter we go. UCLA came out hitting the first bucket, an easy layup by Kiki Rice that also got the foul on Van Lith. They traded buckets back and forth up until the very end of this game. The fourth is where Flau'jae shines. She brings the emotional energy, she brings the tough play to get this team going. And she had to do the same in this game. She had a huge block. She went up for a huge offensive rebound and a putback to put LSU in front of UCLA for good. The end of the game saw them trade a couple of foul point baskets back and forth, but eventually LSU pulling away with the win, 78-69, and moving on to the Elite Eight. I hope that they come prepared. What we have, ladies and gentlemen, is a rematch with Iowa easily dispatching Colorado. And wrapping this up, LSU has to come out ready and prepared. Otherwise, if Iowa is playing their basketball, they will jump all over them. There will be no recovery for LSU as they have done in their last 3 games. Moving on to the Portland side of the bracket, we find USC taking on Baylor. Juju Watkins and USC hoping to take care of business early as they had done in their previous matchup. This game was competitive from start to finish. The first quarter, USC scored 18 points to Baylor 16. In the second quarter, USC was able to put up 19 points to Baylor 15, giving them a 6-point lead to go into halftime. Juju Watkins was doing everything she could to will her team to the Elite Eight. But Baylor had some players that also wanted to see that Elite Eight. Coming out of halftime, Baylor put up 26 points to USC's 16 points for a 10-point swing on to the fourth quarter. After collecting themselves, USC was able to claw back some of the advances made by Baylor. The game became a 1-2 possession all the way down the stretch. At about the 3-minute mark, Baylor was up 64-62, and then came Juju with a spectacular dish inside for the easy layup, knotting up the game 64-64. On the other end, Juju Watkins then secure a defensive rebound, driving straight to the basket for an easy layup and one, putting USC ahead 67-64. Baylor was not done yet. Coming back the other way, they were able to knock down a big-time three. And if that wasn't enough, Baylor had the ball the other way, driving inside for an easy layup. Juju Watkins had the block of her life and securing the ball for another easy bucket, putting USC ahead by 5 points, 69-64. But Baylor was not done. They came down the court and hit a huge three, bringing them within 2 points, 67-69. Back at the other end, they battle inside where the whistle was blown for the ball being out. Eventually, the ball was given to USC, who made another basket, putting them up 71-69, and would eventually go on to win this game 74-70. To the Elite Eight, we will see USC and Juju Watkins. The last matchup of the Sweet 16, Day 2, we saw the depleted UConn Husky having only 6 players seeing minutes in this game due to injuries facing Duke. UConn came out early, bringing the fight to Duke and winning the first quarter 10-6. The second quarter, we saw much of the same. Very low scoring quarter. UConn was able to create even more separation, outscoring Duke 13-7. This allowed UConn to take a 10-point lead into halftime. Coming out of halftime, UConn went right back to work, putting up 19 points to Duke 14 points, adding another 5 points for a margin of 15 points headed into the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter, we finally see Duke show some life, but I'm afraid it was too late. They won the quarter 18-11, but UConn was able to come away with the win 53-45. How did they win the game? By playing team basketball. They had 16 assists to Duke's 8 assists. They also had 14 steals to Duke 6 steals. They both had 6 blocks, but the Huskies forced 23 turnovers to Duke 13. The offense put out by Page, who led all scores, and the defense that the Huskies were able to put up against Duke is how they won this game. Wrapping up this game, I don't see how it is possible for the Husky to advance, but they keep proving me wrong. In the Elite Eight, they will meet a much tougher team defensively and offensively. Like, comment, and subscribe. To our subscribers, turn on your notifications. We will be recapping the Elite Eight game for both the men and the women's bracket. See you in the next video.